Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're doing a one brand tutorial using all MAC products. Hopefully you guys like my Facetune t-shirt. It's my favorite at the moment. I got it from Doll's Kill. I will link it down below in case anyone wants to pick it up. But I thought that I would do a one brand tutorial because I haven't done one of these in a long time and I had a couple of new MAC products that I wanted to try out. So first I'm going in with this MAC Prep and Prime. I'm not too sure if this is marketed as a primer or a moisturizer or as both. I honestly just don't know, but I love it so much and I usually use it for a primer or a moisturizer, you know what I mean? It's kind of just like one of my universal makeup products in that sense, and it just creates a really hydrated, beautiful base for the layers of cake that we're gonna go in with. And then I'm going to jump in with some Studio Fix foundations. These can be a little bit cakey, so I like to mix in some strobe cream with this, and it just thins them out a little bit. I'm using the shades NW22 and NC25 because NC is a little bit too yellow for me and NW is a little bit too pink for me, so by mixing them together I get a closer match to my fake tan shade. And all I'm doing is just going in with a foundation brush just to spread them around my face and get a general, map of where I want to put it all. And then I'm going to jump in with my Sigma 3D HD blender sponge. You guys can use any kind of beauty blender that you have, but this is just one of my favorites at the moment. And you guys can use the code Kasey Rayton to get 10% off anything from Sigma. If you would like to pick anything up, that is an affiliate code, so don't feel like you have to use it, but it's there if you guys would like to. I'm then jumping in with some concealer. We're using the Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20. This is such a nice concealer. It's just such good coverage, but it's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's just like, it's a really nice consistency. And these shades actually do run a little bit lighter than the foundations. So if you get NC20 in the foundation, NC20 in the concealer is going to be a little bit lighter. Hopefully that makes sense. The only thing that pisses me off with this is the pump. I hate the packaging on this. It's so annoying. And it's just, you can't control how much comes out. I always pump out way too much. I usually like to leave my concealer sitting there for a little bit so it gets a little bit tackier and becomes a little bit more full coverage because it dries down. But I just honestly could not be asked waiting for that today. And then I'm gonna go in and set underneath my eyes. I think it said like NW20. I think it's one of the, is it Studio Fix? I can't remember. I'll leave the powder down below of what it is because I can't remember, but this is when Hamish comes in and he starts doing my powder for me because he's a sweet, sweet little angel baby and I love him so much. We're then jumping in and we're going to bronze up our faces because currently I'm looking like the moon emoji and it's not that cute. I'm using Give Me Sun from MAC. This is my favorite bronzer. I don't know if it's my favorite bronzer of all time, but it's one that I typically travel with. Like if I'm picking a bronzer to just quickly go home to like my mum's for the weekend, or if I'm going overseas or something, I usually just grab Give Me Sun because I like a really warm, whoa, how much fucking bronzer am I putting on? Oh my god. Oh wow, I suck. Yeah, I have really heavy bronzer hands apparently, and I just use way too much, but I just really like it because it's like nice and warm and sunny and apparently I just like to be orange like an Oompa Loompa. We're then jumping in with this blush in the shade Melba. I picked this up recently. I had like a little masterclass makeup kind of sesh with MAC and a couple of the girls did my makeup there and it was just very lovely, and she used this blush on me and I was like, I gotta get that, and I've been obsessed with it ever since. It's a matte blush and I usually like a more shimmery blush, like I'm usually a warm soul kind of girl, but I thought I would use something different today for once and I really do love it. Then we're going in with this Hyper Glow palette and I'm just taking the middle shade. This palette is so nice. I'm actually so stoked that MAC's coming out with like some little palettes and things like that, like highlighter palettes and things. It's just exciting, especially for when I use them in Instagram tutorials because they look super cute. But this highlight is honestly on crack. I really like their mineralized skin finishes as well. I'll list a couple down below for you guys that are my absolute favorites because I have a few, but yeah, they do really nice highlights. They're not chunky, they're just really smooth and buttery and glossy, and oh my god, they're just the most beautiful sheen on your skin. I'm then going in with this eyeshadow palette and we're doing my eyes. I can't remember the exact name of this. I'll link it down below for you guys though. It's like a warm toned kind of palette, but I'm just taking this medium brown color and I'm working it into my crease and my lower lash line and just building up the depth. And then I'm going in with this more burgundy kind of color and buffing it onto my lower lash line and a little bit onto the outer corner of my crease. It looks like it has glitter flecks in it, but when you apply it to the eyes, they kind of just dust off. So you can use it in your crease and stuff like that. Like, it doesn't look crazy. I'm then going in with the shimmery green olive sort of shade from the palette, and I'm essentially just packing this onto my lid, kind of like a cut crease, but kind of not, if you guys get what I mean. I'm just using a little flat concealer brush to kind of cut the crease, and then I'm going in with a fluffy brush just to blend the outer corners and slightly in the crease. That way we kind of get the effect of a cut crease without having to put so much effort in, if that makes sense. This is a really like messy, grungy, disheveled kind of look. Like, I wanted it to be just kind of like you slapped something on your eyes. I kind of really like those deconstructed sort of eye looks lately. And then I'm jumping in with my lips. This is a Kat Von D lip liner because I couldn't find the only MAC lip liner that I own, which is what the hell is the shade called? I don't remember what the shade is, but it's a nice nude. I used Velvet Teddy lipstick on my lips, and this is the final look. I really hope that you guys like it. If you want more one brand tutorials, definitely let me know. I do have some non-voiceover videos coming, so bear with me, guys. I've just had a lot of construction where I live lately, but thumbs it up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.